You're listening to the Caramel Apples podcast, the apple snack that brings you a retro vibe, both crunchy and sweet, with your hosts Kennedy Rizzo and Cooper Lee.
It's that time again. Oh my goodness, those dreaded words. Back to school.
Yes, and it's no shortage of a constant reminder, no matter where you are at this time of year, if you are of school age, whether that's college to first day of kindergarten, preschool, you're heading back to that place. It's everywhere. You're reminded in commercials, you're reminded when you go to the store, your parents remind you.
Buzzkills.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it was. I mean, we talk about this often. We have had a wonderful summer. We've talked about different things, blockbuster movies and games, festivals, fairs, just all kinds of fun stuff. We've talked about swimming before and beach life. For me, it's nothing better. So, Coop, again, she takes one for the team. She doesn't mind summer, but she likes fall better. So we'll be entertaining her feel goods and warm fuzzies here shortly.
Appreciate that.
She's like, it's hot.
It is.
But man, those words, back to school, I literally would go into a depression each summer. I hated hearing that. And you go to stores and all, like Coop said, the displays are set up. You see crayons and pencils, erasers, glue.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we have to do this, Mom.
Yeah. And before the kids hit the hallway, though, we want to make sure to let you know to subscribe to our channel. You can check us out on YouTube. Say hello to us on social media. We love having conversation with you. And we take our coffee with a little cream and sugar. So if you want to visit buymeacoffee.com/RetroTrekwithTheCaramelApples to see how you can give us a little caffeine boost, we appreciate you.
We sure do. Oh my goodness. See, we learned that in school. We were taught manners.
That's right.
We do appreciate you.
But like you were saying, like with the school supplies and things like that, my husband and I were talking about this the other day because we walked by the school display that they had in the store. And I said, I remember that sometimes, the more high tech we got, they would put the print in the paper of school supplies you would need for the various school grades,
I remember that.
Yeah. And he said that they didn't do that where he was from.
Oh.
He didn't remember them doing that. I'm
interesting.
Thinking, well, maybe you didn't read the paper, but
yeah, he's like the rest of us. I don't want to go back. I don't need that.
Yeah, no reminders, please.
Yeah, but like I can remember, especially in grades, middle school, when you go back, like you could tell they had just freshly painted things that had that smell in the air. You go out on the playground, you could smell that they had done asphalt.
Yep.
Where the swings and the slides and stuff are for your safety. Want things to look nice. They're trying to snatch things up.
That's right.
I mean, they're doing all this for the kids, but then there's still some of us that didn't appreciate it because we just didn't want to be there. We just want to go back home and enjoy summer again.
That's right. Yeah. And to be sure, at this age now that we are, we can totally appreciate what the reason behind school. We can understand it. But at the time when you're a kid, there's a few children that actually enjoy going to school.
What's the matter with you?
But I think A lot of them, it's like, why?
They're anomalies.
Yes, yeah. They're definitely probably the head of the class. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember there was a show called Head of the Class?
I do. It came out in 87 or 88.
Yes.
Head of the Class. Oh, yeah. With Howard Hessman from WKRP.
That's right.
He was the teacher.
That's right. Yeah. That show, which just kind of backtracking a little bit, like we said, there's reminders all over commercials. Yeah. School is everywhere. It's even in movies. It's sometimes in songs. It's always somehow showcased in a movie. So pop culture is rife with this, right?
All right. Yeah. So we're talking about pop culture. This is what we're about.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that sitcom, which, oh my goodness, back then sitcoms were bomb diggity.
They were.
They capture your attention. You go into those worlds, and I mean, we ate it up. Head of the Class was something else. But then, like, you think about Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
Yes, that was a very good one. And that one, because some of them they just kind of showcase certain moments.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell was all about school, really. Like, because sometimes they would go to their homes, but most of the time it was either at the school or there was a little social place they'd go. It was like a little hangout restaurant or cafe type place they'd go every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saved by the Bell was all about the school.
It was, and it captured the school culture.
Yes.
That we always reminisce about. I mean, it was all divided up, the different groups there, and this and that. We remember that at school. There was lockers.
Yep.
And again, like you had trapper keepers. We had trapper keepers, and we had to have one. There's just all kinds of stuff that you think about school lunches, which that could be a highlight for some people. Well, we didn't care. I mean, you'd eat it, but I mean, it was what it was.
Yeah.
No.
Fantastic. It
No.
served the purpose. That was it.
We were about socializing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not extroverts. I mean, like we had our comfortable groups. We had people that we would flock to. They flocked to us.
Yeah.
And that made school doable. But I think for me, I didn't, like Coop said, if you could go back and utilize your education a lot better with what you know now. Where's that rewind button?
Yeah, because we were busy with our girl squad. Yeah, so we all went to different schools, which is interesting, because we had a bond that started basically before we were even born. So there's that factor. But we all went to different schools, so when we'd see each other, we had our friend groups at school, but we really were close to our girl squad.
We really were.
Really
were. Yeah, see, we had to do that for emphasis. That's right. But we can think back of our teachers. Like our teachers, especially in the younger grades. Because they were like your caretakers. So you remember their names, you see their faces.
Yeah.
So that made it okay too. At first, you're thinking, I don't know who I'm going to have.
Right.
And then you find out whose class you're going to be in, and then it's like they were always sweet. Well, there was a couple of stinkers. For me, I'm kind of a problematic child.
No, please, no.
What?
I think it started in like second or third grade,
but still, for the teachers, for the principals, they have to bring a certain level of care, to be in that. I don't want to say a thankless job, because when kids soar, that's great, but they don't know really what's coming to the school, what kind of home life these kids have. So hopefully they're bringing their A game dealing with these children, because there's a lot that can happen at home, right? And they don't want to come to this place, but some places, school is their safe zone. So
I don't know about their A game, but they brought their P game, the paddle. Because back in the day, you was standing in a corner or writing on the chalkboard
Yep.
200 times, or, because corporal punishment was not frowned on back when we were doing, well, Gen X
Right.
remembers this, the generations before us. I mean, it took a village.
Right.
So a lot of parents back then, I mean, they didn't want you like beating their kids up, obviously, but they didn't seem to mind corporal punishment. If the child was acting out, and it needed to get to that point, hey, they'd get paddled or stood in the corner. They'd have to stay after class, Saturday school, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because when they were told to go to the principal's office, that was not something you wanted to hear. And it's interesting, again, because we've talked about pop culture. Saved by the Bell, Mr. Belding. He was the principal there.
He was.
There was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He had a run-in going on with the principal.
Oh, he was a bully. He hated Ferris. He wanted Ferris's head on a platter.
So, and speaking of Saturday school, you mentioned that as well. That's the whole premise of the Breakfast Club, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all about Saturday school. And they had a run-in with the teacher. No, I think he was the principal. He was the principal.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, so
I have yet to watch that one clear through.
What's the matter with you?
I know, that's terrible.
Project. But generally, any Molly Ringwald movie from back in the day was pretty much centered around school. So we love that about pop culture back then. It's so crazy.
That's right. And then a couple more that we think of is... Yeah, we think of Can't Buy Me Love, which, yes. Oh my God, we are going to do a show on this because, I mean, it's just a guilty pleasure for Coop and myself. That is just one of our favorites. It is in the arsenal, the DVD arsenal. Yes, I said it. Can't Buy Me Love is bomb diggity. They had a back to school pool party, which I think that kind of made it good for me. I'm like, hey, you got the best of both worlds. You got all these hot guys from school there and stuff.
Yeah, the back to school jam for him and for his little brother. He was going to a back to school party for his little friends.
Ooh, that's right. He didn't want to be left out.
He was actually a lot cooler than his brother, Donald.
Donald.
It was Ronald, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Ronald.
She always called him Donald.
Gotta see the movie. The movie's wonderful.
So good. Yes. There's so many. Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. School of Rock. That was a good one.
Oh, it was. Jack Black is nuts.
Yeah.
We love him.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That's a quintessential 80s flick.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep. Take her back, right? Take her back.
She married Ferris.
Animal House, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Another one that kind of saw a resurgence was 21 Jump Street.
That's Coop's jam.
Movies, but
that's right.
Yes, the show was
Here we go.
Good.
Here we go.
It was a favorite. Watched it from the first one all the way until Johnny Depp was no longer in it.
Yeah, this is a rabid fan right here. Cooper's told on herself.
She did. There was also one called Some Kind of Wonderful that had Eric Stoltz in it.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and Leah Thompson was in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a good one. But we love it when they, because like we said, we're talking about the school thing, but it was so focused and they really nailed and captured that time period that we lived. We lived it and they captured it in these movies.
They did. The culture was well explained.
Absolutely.
I think it's time for study hall. I don't even know.
Study hall would be hopefully at the end of school, right? The end of the day. So you're like, study hall, and then I'm going home after this?
Oh, I was always daydreaming. I wanted to go home so bad. I struggle, my friends.
Yes. But what's the one thing that you did do after school? I did not do it this way, but you did. You took for license. For like,
driver's ed.
There it is. And we had another reference for pop culture in that.
Yes, we did.
The movie was License to Drive, which nailed that.
Check that out. Yes, we'll link that in the show notes.
That's right.
Good movie.
And some other people might find themselves in a position where they want to get their dance moves on after class. And
here we go.
Here's a good one for you, Footloose. Okay, here we are with the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. We made it around. He made it into one of our shows.
That's right. We cannot not talk about Kevin Bacon. He's a great actor.
He really is.
Uh-huh.
So, oh wow, whether you're going back this week, few weeks, it kind of varies. But hopefully you're getting everything you need together, and mainly just rustling up that courage to head back into those stores and really getting the most out of your education, because that's why you're there, right?
Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Literally and proverbially.
Straight F's if you do not. Speaking from experience. Okay.
Coop's like, I was an imaginative child.
That's it for this week's Apple Snack, but there's more where that came from. Visit the Retro Orchard Weekly for a sweeter, nostalgic experience.